Hello, this is Mahlena Ray Johnson, and this is for I'm Mahlena Ray Johnson. This is for Nerdy Girls with Mahlena Ray Johnson, and today's topic is you and Beyonce do not have the same 24 hours in a day. Again, I'm Mahlena Ray Johnson. Who am I? I went to Loyola Marymount University for film school, and then I went to the University of Southern California for business school, where I studied marketing, entertainment, and entrepreneurship. And I got my MBA in it. That's what I did. I have an MBA. And over the past decade, I have, what have I been doing? Conducted hundreds of informational interviews and coffee chats. I have attended hundreds of networking events and networking events and conferences. And I have connected with thousands of people all over the world, so I am immensely qualified to help you with your networking skills and friendship making abilities. Also, I am a writer, and I wrote Love It a Luau, which is my fourth book. It is a romance novel about a refugee suffering from PTSD who is scared to fall in love with a single dad. I'm working on my fifth book right now. And today is June 1st, 2018. And again, the topic is you and Beyonce do not have the same 24 hours in a day. How did I come up with this topic for today for you all? Well, I was in a discussion in a different Facebook group. This is a Facebook page, and it's a video, but I was in a discussion on a Facebook page about the concept of everyone having the same 24 hours in a day. And it reminded me of this alleged quote that I forgot to look up from P. Diddy saying, we all have 24 hours in a day and it just depends on how you use it. And I said in the group and to P. Diddy in my head that we do not have the same ability to use those 24 hours in the same way. It is easy for someone like P. Diddy to say we all have 24 hours in a day. Well, P. Diddy has, I think, but I really should do research before I hit the go live button. I think that P. Diddy has 5 children. I don't know if any of those children have ever lived with him full time. He also has multiple baby mamas and presumably multiple nannies. He also has chefs, drivers, private planes. He has a lot of people that do a lot of things for him so that he can just have things brought to him like food. He can go places without having to drive himself. He doesn't have to pick up his kids from school, take them to their ballet or soccer or piano lessons. He doesn't have to do any of the stuff that regular people with children, with multiple children, have to do. And can you imagine having 5 children that you have to take care of each one of them? And he doesn't. But he still gets to live that life, the life of fabulousness and going on tour and all these things. So when people say that we all have the same number of hours in a day and we all have equal opportunity to do what we want in life, just as long as we work hard and we have a positive attitude and we take action, no. We don't all have those same things. And the reason I'm talking about this specifically here is number 1 on my little list there. If you are motivated and you are taking action to improve your life, I am talking to you. Presumably, that's why you're here. Oh, although you may just find me amusing and you like my videos. But the second thing is if you are content with the status quo, you're probably not watching this video. So the messaging about respectability politics, making sure you dress how you want to be addressed, said by Rev Run and Tyrese on that show they had on OWN that one time to Amber Rose, and Amber Rose was like, what do you mean dress how you want to be addressed? Like, that rhymes, but that doesn't necessarily make any sense. And the thought of pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, and if you just work hard and do your best, then everything will turn out. And if you don't work hard and don't do your best, then you won't achieve anything. I am definitely a what is that? A reminder, an example. That's it. An example of working hard and doing your best and still not getting the rewards that you deserve. And that I deserve specifically. I do talk about my MBA because it was like, oh, okay, what happened next? I don't know. And what happened next, literally, is that I became a stand-up comedian. And then I'm not doing that anymore, but I'm still funny. It's hard when I hear this messaging, and that's one of the reasons I didn't sign up for a certain course this year, a very popular business course for ladies in business, because the founder of the course told a teenager that the way to combat misogyny in her future career is to be excellent and do your best, and everything will work out. And there wasn't really much depth beyond that. And I'm like, that's a really dangerous thing to say, because it was said to me, and it's continuing to be said to lots of women and lots of colorful people, that if you just do your best, then you'll work out. If you just enter the STEM field, then it'll work out. And I know that if you're a fan of the video and you're watching this, you're probably working on your own entrepreneurial venture, either as a side hustle or as your main business, and you work hard. If you have the moxie and chutzpah to think that you can run your own business, you're probably working hard at your business, and you're doing what people have been telling you to do, and and if you're watching the video, I'm hoping you're doing well, but you're not necessarily doing well because you're following the rules and following the directions and sleeping just a few hours a night and staying up past midnight so that you can work on your business and hoping that it goes well. That concept of equal opportunity for businesses, regardless of how much time you spend on it, is a myth. There is not equal opportunity for business people. If you are watching this, that means that you have access to electricity, presumably, and access to the internet. I have access to a computer and internet and Facebook, and not everyone has access to all of those things. It's amazing to think about that. Not everyone has access to Facebook. Not everyone has access to email. Not everyone has access to electricity. And that's sometimes in the United States. There are people in Puerto Rico who still don't have electricity at all. So they can't watch this video, but they're supposed to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and make a business out of something. So I know if you're watching this video, you're already a person who is doing the best you can. I know that you are doing the best you can. And I don't want you to get sucked in by the thoughts of just be excellent, be the best, know everything, present yourself well, always wear a suit, always wear a tie if that's your thing, and have the best hair and the best makeup and the best shoes, and then you will succeed, because that makes no sense when there is data invalidating that myth, when white men with hoodies can go into a Silicon Valley, a venture capitalist firm, have an idea that they have half-baked, they don't have any proof of concept, they don't have any suppliers, but they can still walk out of that room with $1 million, where women of various colors can come in with proof of concept, actual products, actual sales, and people won't give them any money. So I want you to remember that you are doing the best you can, and Beyonce specifically has similar things to P. Diddy. I don't know if she has been telling people you better hustle, you better work, but you need to realize that you should not be comparing yourself to celebrities who have more privileges than you. Yes, Beyonce and P. Diddy did work very hard, but you should not compare yourselves to them now. You can compare yourselves to them when they started, and see what other advantages they may have had, and other people probably feeding them like their parents as they went off to make these huge international careers. Don't compare yourself to people who have the privilege at this point in time. Compare yourself to yourself only, and figure out what you want to do, and don't berate yourself. Give yourself the room to experiment and realize that even if you do everything according to what the experts tell you, it still might not work. So if you'd like to discuss this further, please leave me a comment. If you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, email me at fornerdygirls@gmail.com. And if you want to have a conversation with me for strategy, and you want to figure out how I can do stuff better, especially connecting with other people and making friends, email me at fornerdygirls@gmail.com, and we'll have a conversation about that. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.